Hey, music friends. Welcome to Local Music Now. Tonight, we're having a very special on-location Local Music Now. And instead of Gretchen being your host, I'm going to be your host tonight because we're going to see Gretchen and her band, the Knockups, on this stage right here. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hey everyone, I am so excited to be here with the Knockups. Yay! That's right. And not only because they are one of the best rock and roll bands in New England, not only because they are all awesome women rockers, but because the lead guitarist and one of the vocalists is Gretchen, our host, our normal host, our usual host.
Or abnormal host.
Our normal, abnormal host. Okay. So I get to do the interviewing today. So let's introduce ourselves. I think I already started here.
Gretchen Shea, guitar and vocals.
I'm Marissa. I'm the drummer.
My name's Kat. I play bass and sing backup.
We're here in the back halls of Koto tonight, and we're talking with the Knockups about what we're going to hear tonight and a little bit about how they got started. So I'm going to start with you, Gretchen. How did you get started?
Well, with this particular project, the concept behind the Knockups was you go back to the early 60s and you think of, Darlene Love, you think of the Crystals and all of those female bands. The songs were written by men, and the perspectives are what men thought women were thinking and what women were feeling. So the idea behind the Knockups is, what if, the women left the kitchen? What would they have really sung about? So we do that with a punk edge.
Right on. And how did you get involved with the band? Marissa?
I joined a few months ago.
And?
Well, your 1 year anniversary in February.
Wow.
Yep.
Say that again.
Your 1 year anniversary is in February.
So that's more than a few months ago, huh?
I guess so. Yeah. Time flies. Yeah, exactly.
What do you tell me about your experience working with this band?
It's been fun.
Yeah?
Yep.
Right on. She's a drummer. Anyway.
I'm like, I sit in the back and I play drums, and these guys are in the front.
So last week we opened for Cherie Curry, and the people started coming in, and Marissa says, "Oh my gosh, there's a lot of people." I said, "That's good." And she said, "That's why you two are in the front."
There you go. And now Kat, the bassist.
Hi, I'm Kat. I play bass. I've been with the Knockups for at least, I was doing the math, 4 years probably, 3-4 years. Yeah. We've been, she knows the dates. It's been an amazing experience working with Gretchen because I came from a background where I was working with mostly men. When I found Gretchen, she really taught me how to be myself as a lady and how important that is, and I never really treasured that until I met this one. So I kind of, it's okay. I was able to
Look at this. Yeah. There we go.
Yes, you do. But yeah, she really taught me to be who I am and do what I do and how important that is. So I will always be grateful for the value that she's given me. Yes.
Yeah, so talk a little bit about this perspective of a ladies band. Gretchen mentioned that a little bit. How's it feel?
It's one of our favorite topics.
There we go. And I think it's so cool. And actually, you may be the first woman drummer that I've met. Because they're always, yeah. And so I'm actually cool. That is cool. There's not many, right?
There really aren't many women drummers. We were so excited to have a lady in our band, to be finally an all-female group. I guess I never really understood how important that was, again, until I found the Knockups. And being a woman in local music is tough. we love what we do. There's an amazing support system of women. And in fact, I think women are making most of the better music these days. I won't say all of it, but like the women are really shining right now. And that's so fun. Can I swear?
Yeah, sure.
It's so cool.
Keep it out later.
All right, good. Sorry, that one almost slipped. But there is like, there's some stuff you have to go through. Sometimes you walk in the club with a guitar and somebody's like, "Is that your boyfriend's guitar?" And you're like, "No." So that there is still being 2018, like there's still some of that. It's definitely getting better though. Can you believe what women before us had to go through? It's insane.
So, anyways, on that note, who are some of your influences? I'm sure especially female influences. I mean, for me, like Joni Mitchell is like, right? Right? Yeah. But yeah, go ahead.
For me, female influences would absolutely be Joan Jett, because Joan Jett put herself out there. She had a battery thrown at her. She would leave clubs with bruises on her because, at that time, early 80s, late 70s, it was women who played rock and roll were sluts. I mean, it's unbelievable. So for a female hero, it would be Joan Jett. Sinead O'Connor is another female hero of mine. I could go on and on. The Slits, Susie and the Banshees, early 80s punk rock, because those women were playing venues with all men all the time, and they wrote music and they played too. So
yeah, that's amazing. And what about you?
Well, my influences are a lot of post-hardcore and metal, so
This show is about music, about whatever kind of music you want to talk about. I mean, if you had an opera, that would be okay too.
my main bands. Growing up, I was mainly influenced. So drumming, I got into mainly because of Blink-182, and Travis Barker is my biggest idol. Yeah. I also love bands like Circus Survive and Under Oath are my other my inspiration.
And now to Kat.
So like my biggest influence when it comes to writing a bass line, I think I keep Peter Hook in mind the most. Yeah, like Joy Division and New Order for me are like, when I think of writing a bass piece, he's usually the first one that comes to mind. As far as women go, I can't say that necessarily Tina Weymouth made me want to play, but I gotta say, like, she's a massive player out there. Like, every time I turn around, somebody's like, Tina Weymouth, and I'm like, yes, of course. And of course, Kim Deal, two women bass players who, like, really solid. Again, like, they didn't necessarily, oh my God, Carol Kay, love her. No, you're right. Like,
she never got her due. Really.
She totally never got her.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, we only have one mic right now, so normally when we're on set, we have like two or three, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so what I was gonna say was, what inspires your songwriting? Who writes the songs? Gretchen. So Gretchen, what inspires your songwriting?
Well, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, this is kind of interesting. Okay, go ahead.
I could answer this for her, actually. When Gretchen, and I don't think we've ever talked about this, when she comes forward with a piece, a lot of the times I think it is very narrative. She'll write songs to herself, I think, a little bit. Because she knows how she feels, she knows what she wants, and it's just a matter of putting it into words. So I think a lot of times, if she's in a tough spot especially, she'll write to herself, this is what I'm going through. It's okay. It'll be all right. But that's good because she knows this already. Like, this is like wisdom. So many people are going through exactly what she's going through or something similar. So it's easy for her to write that knowing that everyone's going to be able to relate on a certain level. Sorry to...
No, that's great. That's great. Do you have anything to add to that?
No, not really. I mean, I guess I would add, not just on the, I guess, stylistically, I think still to this day, women being aggressive I've heard this from many people, is, oh, why is it so angry? And I don't know why, if a woman is strong.
Oh, it's such a double standard.
She's angry.
Yeah, exactly.
We once played a show, and after we performed, this gentleman proceeded to follow me around the club and asked me why I hated men. And I said, I don't know where you heard that in the lyrics. I never proclaimed a hatred towards men, but that's what he got out of our music.
Oh, no.
So, I don't know. I don't hate men.
Well, that's more about them.
Bowie is one of my favorite, my hugest influence.
There we go.
So
There we go. It's
let the
no,
record show.
no, and that's about what that person, not about you, clearly. So.
Yeah, but I mean but
it happens,
an
right?
unusual response. We played in Dublin, and we were the only female band. And the first thing that people wanted to do was get really close and try to intimidate us. So those who did that, and I don't mean get close at a gig. I mean they were giving us the arms. So we played to them.
Well, I think that kind of wraps it up. Come in here so we all can get in the frame. I want to thank the Knockups for talking to us. I think we got a very fresh perspective tonight, and I'm really, really excited to hear them live. Now, I've heard them before, but I think this is the first time I've heard them live.
So yeah, because you only heard us acoustic, and that doesn't count.
That's right. It
She
doesn't
won't take the credit, but I'm going to say thanks to Andy for being such a champion for local music. There wouldn't be a local music now without her, because it was her brainchild. So thank you.
Thank you, Gretchen. Thank you. All right. Well, let's check out the Knockups.
All right, before we play, we want to thank Janae for having us and organizing the first Sirens show. Give it up for women who play instruments in rock. Woo! Country girl, big dreams, a little world, gonna move far away. You can still hear mama say, Arlene, 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 Arlene. Don't let those boys knock you up, knock you up, knock you up. Knock you up. Sold all her possessions dear. She traded love for whiskey and beer. Told her she was a star one night. Black eye, blue eyes, too bright. Arlene, 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 Arlene. Don't let those boys knock you up, knock you up. Knock you up, knock you up, knock you up. Here he comes on his knees again. There's that affection like it's my name's Ben. I love to hate you, it'll be my end. Just as his boyfriend has another friend. Dirty rat, but in the bedroom is my kitty cat, walking him around like he's just for show.
You'd be a pretty girl if you didn't know.
felt so lost. They called us quite stern. Everyone could tell nowhere left to go to, and it's straight to hell. And she cried, "Bring your love back to me. Bring your love back to me. Bring your love back to me. Bring your love back to." Two sides to the story. Only one was right. He died just to have her, just one more night. They sit in the same spot, but there's no more light. And she cried, "Bring your love back to me. Bring your love back to me. Bring your love back to me. Bring your love back to."
Thank you. Thank you.
So we got a Knockups member in the room. Jay, to my left. One of the first members of the Knockups. He's always a Knockup in my heart, and this song was written by him. It's called 1969. City lights glowing bright, black and white. City of angels and TV. And you will fly there to make your way out in the city. And you'll be one of the lights out in the sky. So don't you mind all the silence through the noise. All screaming right outside the front door. It's just another veteran running on the corridor. And there's this guy, he will sell you wisdom. On the streets, his name is Charlie. And his family's kind of neat. He'll feed your dreams with all this hope and LSD. You'll be one of the bright stars in the sky. So don't you mind all these sirens through the night. All screaming right outside the front door. It's just another veteran running on the corridor.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I don't know where my beer is.
We made a video about that song. Well, not about that song. We made a video about trans awareness for that particular song. Check it out on YouTube. The song's called Dionysius. This ain't love, could tear us apart. But it's true. Killing toxic just like a drug. It kills you. Come on, baby. Where we love. Come on, baby. Where we love. Can't you see this light killing you? Everyone's got their opinions about you. They can keep their moral ground, but it's true. Come on, baby. Where we love. Come on, baby. Where we love. Can't you see this light killing you? Come on, baby. Where we love. Come on, baby. Where we love. Can't you see this light killing you? Hey, thanks a lot. So we're gonna do the song that I did on the Rock for Hawk compilation. It's called Black Rose, and all the proceeds go to Hawk. All right. She tries to freeze time, but it's so cold. It brings the sunshine, but it won't hold. She lives the great life no one else knows. In the daylight, she's a black rose. Black rose. Who's gonna love you? Black rose. Who's gonna know you? Trapped in two lives, she can't let go. He wants her all the time, no one else knows. The face is criticized, Whoa. Who's gonna know you? What to do? I know where you go. Black road. Who's gonna know you? Black road. Who's gonna know you? Black road. Thanks. Hey, we want to be respectful of the bands. How much time we got left? All right, let's do fake book for sure. We're cutting this set, so.
Ready? When I see you, I gotta sigh, 'cause you're just another guy. Like the others, you let it grow, 'cause I think you ought to know. I don't like your facial hair.
I don't like your facial
No,
hair.
I don't like your facial hair.
I don't like your facial hair.
Looks like you're off to trap a bear.
Like you're up to trap a bear.
Why do you keep that facial hair? 2, 3, 4. Same story everywhere I go. He turns around to say hello. There it is, sick inside. All the hair makes me want to run and hide. I don't like your facial hair.
I don't like your facial
No,
hair.
I don't like your facial hair.
I don't like your facial hair.
Looks like you're off to trap a bear.
Looks like you're up to trap a bear.
Why do you keep that facial hair? Just shave it off! That was for the men up in here.
You don't talk very much, but I do. All your words are simple, but they're true. I like to get you alone in your room. Find out all the reasons to confirm. Talk to me.
Talk.
Dance for me.
Dance.
Sing to me.
Sing.
Fuck for me.
Fuck.
I like to be in the center of the bar. You look longingly at the door. I push and I pull till you break. Give me more. You sing the one song I want. I adore. Talk to me.
Talk.
Dance for me.
Dance.
Sing to me.
Sing.
Fuck for me.
Fuck.
Talk to me.
Talk.
Dance for me.
Dance.
Sing to me.
Sing.
Fuck for me.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Baphonettes are next, and then Bad Larry's, and then the Downalls.
That was incredible. We just saw the knockups at Koto in Salem. This is such an incredible night because here tonight at Koto, this is a show called Sirens, and it's to benefit HAWC, Help for Abused Women and Children. It's a great organization, and we are so glad at BevCam at Local Music Now to have been part of this show and to have filmed the Knockups. I want to thank the Knockups. I want to thank Koto for letting us shoot here. Thanks, Janae. And this is a really cool show. And join us next time. We're going to be back in the studio next time. But I hope you enjoyed this show on location, Local Music Now. Thanks for watching.